Hi there, Jan here. After the problems I had with the filming yesterday, which was for the page for May, I kind of gave up in the end. There was a big problem with my phone camera, but I think it's sorted now. So just off camera, I decided to carry on with it because it's a very simple page, this one, and you know, just cut my losses really and carry on with it. So I'll just show you it as a walkthrough. We got a certain way with it, and then I'll carry on with June, etc. Okay, so I think I got yesterday as far as putting the pocket on, which I stuck to the back here. It's got its score tape on the back. So then I decided to use this little cutter part here as a little tiny front pocket. So I have this ATC card here, which I thought she could use, you know, for notes and things like that, which I'm going to put in there. I managed to find somewhere to put those little the emerald gems, which is the colour for the month. So I put some up there, and I just put some on here. This is just a spare bit of the paper. Pretty on both sides, but I just stamped the calendar on that, and I thought that could go sort of in there for a bit of a change. Then those flowers, I cut the stems down and put them together, and I've attached them with a little bow, so they're supposed to represent Lily of the Valley. And then the other little cutter part, which is Lily of the Valley, I've made it as an actual to-do list. So if she wants to, she can put her photo behind there, if she's got a photo to put there, or just simply print it out and tuck it in, you know. So that's that. That didn't need any magnets, so there wasn't a problem with that at all. I've got these two little sticks as usual, which I'm just going to pop in there. I'm still thinking about what I'm going to do to decorate these. I have these things, which are like sticky silica circles, and they fit perfectly. So if I can find a nice image to put on these, I'll stick these on, and that might help to waterproof them a bit. But we'll see how we go towards the end. Okay, so that's the end of May, and I will pick up now with June. See how we get on with June, possibly July. You know, I'm sorry about how this has gone, but it's, you know, I'm quite new to this videoing, and accidents do happen. Maybe it's useful for people to see that it's not an easy thing to do videos. You know, if you're thinking of doing some of your own, some of the things that you need to prep for, etc. Okay, so this is June. Got a couple of little stickers which I've put on the front here just to remind me. And June is roses. And I think we all associate it with roses, weddings, all sorts of things like that as well. So I have these little ribbon roses. I cut the back off of one and it just disintegrated, so I'm going to, when I come to do this, I'll cut the back off and then put them straight on. So they're like that. I have some little rose leaves which I have coloured just with my dauber and some coloured ink, but it's printed out on green card. The colour for this month is the light purple or lilac. And I have these little tiny water dots, which I thought would be pretty, so I'm going to try fixing them on as well. Right, so these are the little cards that I'm going to use. I've got a separate cut-out calendar because, oops, let's take these off as well. Because this month I'm going to do as sorry, let me get myself together. So this month is June. This paper is called Sun-Kissed, so I've kept that on. I've already got the tapes on the back. But what I wanted to do was little flap over, you know, flips, pages, flips like that. And because this is quite good cardstock, it really doesn't need to be backed as well. So I'm going to keep it as it is. Now, what I tried as an experiment was to print out on here the calendar, but it doesn't work. It doesn't look very good at all. So I've printed one off on the beige coloured card, which I did for all of the others, and I'm going to stick that over that to hide that. And then I put some little camera stickers here because you could put a picture on below that. So that's the front page. This is the beautiful middle page flip, and she can put a photo here if she wants to. And I have these, so I made this little tiny one here into her to-do list because there's not that much to do in the garden in June apart from to enjoy it and do a bit of deadheading. And that's got a nice little saying on it as well. And this one is just a lovely little picture. And like I said before, I'm going to try to include some little packets of seeds and things in amongst all of this for her. And maybe even, given that it's June and the colour is that light lilac, I might see if I can get together like a little lavender sachet and pop that in here, so it's something that she can put in her drawer or something. So yeah, you know, I'm hoping that that will be really nice for her. Right, okay, so I haven't put any score tape on here, so I presume I'm just thinking of sticking it to here, which I am. So that's going to go in the middle, and I need to centre it up. I'm going to keep this top bit out, so I need to centre it up between the actual coloured part, which is there and there. So let me get that done. So all I need to do here is to peel this back. So because this fits onto this page here with the gusset in the way, these have to stick underneath the base sheet, which is neater anyway. I quite like it. So you might be able to tell from my voice that I'm quite nervous today about how this is all going to go. I'm absolutely a technophobe. I'm no good at technology whatsoever, and I've had kind of nobody to help me work it out, so I've had to try and sort it out on my own. So I think I've done it, but we'll soon see, won't we? If I haven't, I will actually give up on this project, I think, and just carry on making it, and I won't film it anymore. Okay, so that's attached to there. Now on top of that, I want to put this little the calendar piece, which is there. I'll leave the word June and I'll just stick the calendar piece over the other one to hide it. Stored my glue upright. I normally store it on its side, but we'll soon see if it works. Hopefully it will. Seems to be for the moment, fingers crossed. Right, let's get that lined up on there. There. That looks entirely better already. Right, now I can centre this up. I've put this little bit of its own tape back, its own backing paperback, because the top and bottom are, you know, they're not being used. So let's just put a bit of this on it, see if it will hold. It doesn't need that big piece. It may need this piece. Just prevents it from sticking to everything else while I'm doing this. Right, okay, so this is the front page, which I am going to centre up on here. I would normally, you know, back each one of these on a piece of cardstock, but this is already quite really good quality cardstock, and I don't want this album to be too thick or too heavy, so that's why I'm doing it like this. And the fact that it's double-sided is saving me paper. There we go. Take that off. Button that up. There. That goes like that. Yes, so what I was going to do was oh, there isn't an ATC card for this one, that's right. So I was going to use the one that I didn't print anything on, which is this one here on the front. Maybe I'll put it in the middle and then tuck that inside it like a tuck spot. Maybe I'll do it down the bottom. Yeah, I think that's fine. So I'll just run a bead of glue around two of the sides, which is this side here. A lot of traffic about this morning, I think you can probably hear. Everyone's off to the shops to do their weekend shopping. So next week I think it'll be absolutely manic, because it will be Christmas shopping weekend with everybody rushing to get it all done at the start of December. Right, so that's going to go there. Make sure that's level. There we go. That will fit in there. Now I've got a variety of things. I've got that little sticker, which might be nice on here. Let's try. It's like a sticker that has a frame around it. So let's peel this off of here. Oh. It's okay, it's still usable. I know it's a sticker, but I'll use glue on it. It's a bit of a nuisance really, but there we go. So let me put that down there. Let me see if I have any better luck with the frame. If not, I will abandon that idea. None of the other stickers have done this. They've all just sort of sat there and been perfectly happy. Let's have a look. I don't think that frame is coming off. That is a really big nuisance. Let's have a look, hold on. may still be salvageable. Let's have a look. See how good it is. I mean, it's intact, there's nothing wrong with it, it's just lost its sticky backing. Let me just trim this off a bit. And see if it can be used. Maybe on here. I mean, with some glue it could still be used. And the same with this. It's only the sticky backing that's come off. So I know not to do that again. Always something, isn't it? And that goes in the middle, in there like that, with the little birds on it. Well, you know, all I can do is give it a go. Let's try. Let's smooth it out a bit. Pop some glue on. At least you have a chance to learn from my mistakes. Right, so I'm going to line this up with some of the top of these flowers. That gives me a straight edge. There. Smooth that out. And just go over it with the bone folder. Smooth it down. Yeah, you'd never know. You'd never know that the backing had come off of that. This one, let's see what can be done with this. Hopefully the same. A good bit of glue on it. Although I've got to be really careful with this bit here because I don't want it seeping through. Right, let's give this one a go. Try and get it really well lined up. Yeah, there we go. I don't think anybody would ever know. There we are. Right, now on this side here I'm going to try and put some of these little water droplets and these little birds. I think there's 2 of them. Yeah, there's 2. So there's one little hummingbird, which I'll put maybe here. Just put a little dab of glue on the back. These have got a little bit of dimension to them. Hold that down. There's one. And this one. Put a little dab of glue on here. They're so delicate, they're gorgeous. Oh goodness me. Managed to pull a wing off there. Let's pop that back on. There. It's got a good bit of sticky on the back, so I think it'll be all right. Let's pop this one down here. There we go. Right, let me try for these water droplets. I've not used these before, so I don't know how they're going to work out, but they're so tiny and they're gorgeous. I've just got them, and I've got some more on order. I'm only going to need a couple, I think. They're about 2, possibly 3 mil at the most. So yeah, I'm going to put them sort of on the flowers. So let's try. Ooh, big glob of glue there. Definitely don't want that. Right, let's try on this rose here. Just going to blot that. Just don't want it to be too big. I don't think these are sticky on the back, are they? No. I think that's going to look lovely. And another one on this bit here. And where else? Let's have a look. Up there? Yep. Maybe on the leaf. There. That's going to be gorgeous. Look how pretty they are. Definitely worth the money they are. And because they're so tiny, they're kind of, even small items like this they fit in with. Definitely worth the money. Definitely going to get some more of those. Right, now that leaves us with these gemstones, these flowers, and sticking this onto here, which I think I'll do first. So let's just get that lined up. Let's just get that lined up where it needs to go. Yep, there is good. Must try and keep it away from that fold. Didn't leave myself much of a border on here, but it's okay. Right, so what I'm going to do with this one is to anchor it down first with these clips so it doesn't move while I'm peeling the backing tape off. Right, that's one. Now it'll be firm enough. Can take those off and just simply carry on as normal. And this piece here, which I already used the backing tape, I'm going to just put some glue on. I'm going to put a fair bit on because it's where the hinge is. Let's remove the other backing tapes. That's that one. And this top one. There we go. Perfect. And I've just seen another opportunity to put some more little water droplets on the front. So that's what I'm going to do. So pretty this paper is, it's amazing. Ooh, that's a big water droplet. We don't need that size. And another little one here, and maybe one on the leaf. Right. One, two, and three. There, how pretty is that? Excellent. So now I just need to accommodate these roses, and I mean I might not use all of those roses, there's quite a few there, and I've got to put some of these on, and these I might put up here and maybe on the corners. In fact, yeah, let's get that done first. Let's tip some of these out. Remembering, of course, to do odd numbers. Ha ha ha. So one in the centre and one either side. That's 3. Got it right that time. One, 2, and I'll pick this up in a minute and make sure that they're actually lined up. 3. Let's have a look, see if they're on a line. Yep, they are, they're fine. Then I think I might do one here and one here. Don't want to go overkill with the gems, although I think of, you know, June as being sort of glittery. Well, maybe I'll do them on there and there as opposed to there and there. Oh no, they go with that paper. Right, let's have a look. So let's do them on here, one on here, on this corner, and one on this corner. Hope you can hear me okay above the traffic. Oh. Yeah, that's nice. Now, will it be overkill if I also put one on these corners? Yeah, it will. Best not to. So pop that out of the way for the moment. Right, roses, let's sort out where you're going to go. Let's cover up my sticky there. Now I may need to snip this down a bit. Let's have a look. Where's that one that I cut there? Does it need to come from that side or this side? And sort of overhang a bit and tuck in a bit. Maybe that's nicer. Yeah, I think it is. Right, okay, so I probably don't need all of that stem. So let me just remove a little bit of it. And it is going to be this curl here. Is it? Yes, that curl there, and the tip of that leaf that doesn't need the glue on. That's that one. That's this one. So it needs some glue on here, but not right up to the tip, and some glue here. Glue. Just knock off a bit of that glue. And pop that on there, tucking it underneath there. There we go, that doesn't interfere with that page opening. Now for the roses, generous amount of glue on these. These do stick though, they're wonderful. This glue is wonderful. Let's pop that down there. The good thing about these being fabric ones is that if required, they're going to squash quite flat, and you know, so that the pages can close. So that's fine. One more. Yeah, let's give one more a go. Find my old scissors and just cut this end off. There we are. Put loads and loads of glue on this because it unravels. But it should hold fine. The other one did. Oops. Stick down again. There. I'll just hold it for a moment. Should hot glue it really, I suppose, but as the other day I don't really want to go to the effort of firing up the hot glue gun. Right, let's put some more glue in the middle there and stick all that down. It will be fine. Put plenty of glue in there and hold it down. Come on, play nicely. Unfortunately, I haven't got folder clips that will hold this. But it will stay there. Oh, I don't know, maybe one of these folder clips would if I undo the handle bits of it. Let's have a look. Go on there and stop being naughty. I'll see what else I've got if I can find them, and that is those locking tweezers. I bet I can't find them. Lost them? No. Right, okay. Well, let me try and do it with the folder clip. It wants to stick to my finger, but it doesn't want to stick to the page. Stay there, you devil. Right, now if I put that on there, like that, and I put that on there and on there, that should hold it until it dries. Right, okie doke, so that will be fine. That's June. Let's move these out of the way. And these are the little plant holder things for June. 1, 2, and I'll put that back in its little bag until it dries. Oh, there's a rose sticker as well. Will I be able to get this off? Nope, and it's not worth the effort. Right, okay, so that's June anyway. That can stay in there until those roses dry. They will be fine. They'll need maybe another little dab of glue underneath them, but they'll be absolutely fine. This glue, as I say, is brilliant. I love it. Right, so that's June. Let's see if we can get away with July as well before this thing cuts out. Right, July. Now I've stuck this down to here, and it's the planning sheet. What's the betting it won't come up? Come on. Maybe if I peel the backing away from the sticker, maybe that will help. Do it that way. If I peel the plastic bag away from the sticker. Okay, I guess it's glue again for this one. Let's pop that there. Right, let's see what we've got in here. So July is the lighter red. And what I decided to do with this one is a vertical belly band. So it doesn't need a stopper on the bottom. Oh gosh, I'm so covered in glue. It doesn't need a stopper on the bottom because nothing's going to fall out of it. Yeah, so like I say, the colour for this month is this lighter red. The flower is water lily. I can't imagine anybody would have a water lily in their stash, but you never know. So I've just made something up. I've twisted together some beads on some wire, little white pearl beads on some wire, and I'm just going to place those on these leaves, you know. Got a little lilac bow. I've got one of these chipboard pieces just for decoration. I put a bit of ribbon threaded through to match that. This is the cut apart, which I've stamped with the photo. This is for the sticker. That's going to go on there, which is for her plans and things. I'm going to have to stick that down now. There's the calendar, and that is going to go on the back of this one with the little birds on it. And this is the piece that goes on here that says Secret Garden, and that's the vertical belly band. So, okay, a little bit of planning to do. Let's get this one stuck down first. Get all the fiddly bits first. Go all the way across. And pop that in the middle. Just do it by eye. Do you know there's a saying, eyeballing it? Oh goodness me, I hate that saying. It sounds so gross. I just say doing it by eye. Right, that's the piece that this was going to go on, so now I'm going to glue it on. I'm not going to put too much glue because the backing came off and it's left it being a bit sort of thin. I certainly never expected this to happen. Right, okay, let's pop that on, get it centered up. See how much gap is left there and there, yep. Maybe a little bit down. Go a little bit down, there we go. There we go. Smooth that out with the bone folder. There. You wouldn't know. Nobody would ever know. I've noticed also on my videos that I kind of sniff a lot. Never noticed that before. Right, I'm going to put that in there. I haven't got a cold or anything, just must be a habit. I'll have to try and stop doing it. I just noticed myself doing it there. Right, so to let these set up, let's get these glued on as well. Pop those out of the way. So I'm going to try to put those at that sort of angle. That's probably flatter, although I quite like the way those stick out. No, I have to go with the flatter way. Right, let's pop as much glue on here as I can. I hope that works. Doesn't matter if you put quite a bit of glue on because that dries clear and it's fine. Right, where's one of those clips? And use that to hold this together while it dries. One there, and one there. Pop that aside. Right, okay, so this is the belly band, a vertical belly band, and that's going to go over the sheet of paper, or have I made it to go over the back of this, the whole of it? Yes, I've made it to go over the whole of it, so that's fine. And it's got the tape on it, brilliant. Right, so the first thing is on the belly band, I'm going to put a little strip of ribbon that goes down the middle, like that. And then I'm going to put this in the middle as well. I've got this little bow which I thought I would put on the flowers, like that, so they can go somewhere. So let's get this bit of ribbon stuck down first. Now the best thing for this, I think, is going to be 1/4 inch score tape, which I'll just run down the centre and tuck it under. So now I think that's probably about the centre. Let's leave enough to tuck under. And that looks about the centre. Yeah, looks about it. Doesn't have to be amazingly accurate as long as you get your ribbon straight. Let's cut a decent piece off of there to stick the ribbon to on the other side. Fold that under and fold that under. Press that down. Right, now I can have a quick look and see where the centre is, see how much is either side. So that side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 3/4 and a 1/16, and that is 3/4 and a 1/16, would you believe? That's actually exactly central. And so is that one. Well, how about that? Whoever would have believed that? That's a complete fluke. Right, okay, so let's take the backing tape off of this and get the ribbon stuck to it. I can't help laughing about that because I'm absolutely hopeless at straight lines usually. Okay, so there's a shiny side, a right side and a wrong side. Let's line that up. Pop that on there, like that. Wow, this is being extra sticky today, this tape. Pop that underneath. And that one. Pop that underneath. And we have this, which I thought probably I won't use a dimensional to make it stand up even further. I want these pages as flat as I can get them. So that can go, depends where this is going to go. Yes, I'll hold off on that for a moment. I need to see where that's going to go. This flower here is going to go. Right, okay, so let's get this stuck to the belly band. Make sure I've got it the right way up, so it says Secret Garden. I'm going to put some tape underneath here and promptly stuck the ribbon on top of it, but hopefully it will come off. There we go, put the ribbon back. And the same at the other end. One piece. Come on. Don't be messing me about today. I had enough trouble yesterday. I want you to be nice today. Good grief. Good grief. There. Right. So let's get this lined up on here. I think there's a decent border top and bottom. I think I left a decent border on both sides, just so it doesn't interfere with the folding. There and there. Perfect. Oop, my mat's gone all skew-if. Right, I can now put the actual backing paper on, which is this one, on here, but I guess I left it to decide whether to make it that side or that side. I think I'm going to make it this side. It's a shame to cover up all these beautiful images. But hey ho, it's the way it is. There we go, it's got that centered up. Let's give that a burnish. Has that got tape on the back? It has. Right, now, does that go that way or that way? Don't think it matters much, but I'm going to have it that way. Right, let's pop this on in the centre. I don't think I'll get away with it twice, but we'll soon see. That looks about central to me. Let's try measuring it. That is 1 7/8, and so is that. How about that? Wow. I'm getting good at this. Right, let's lift this up, remove this, stick that down and stick that back down to hold it, and the same with this one. Remove this backing tape here, remove the backing tape. Lift this up a bit. Stick this down. There we go. Perfect. Right, that goes up that way. These pieces will slip in here and they won't fall out the bottom because it's a vertical belly band, so they can't come out the bottom. And plans, that will go in that way up, maybe. Right, now it just remains for us to put some little gems on here and to put this on. This is pretty much dry. It's certainly dry enough to hold it. So let's just fiddle about with this for a minute and see where that needs to go. That might do okay tucking behind there, or that could go down there, and this bow could go on there, or that could go at the bottom and that could go at the top. Maybe offset that a bit that way. Nope, I do like that straight, I must admit. But you know what, I like it like that. Right, so that's fine. That can be stuck down there then, no problem. Just get that lined up in the middle with those two pointy bits there and there. And that's that down. And plenty of glue on the back of this. These leaves are just recycled from the back of a, you know, a large paper rose that I bought and used in a flower decoration for indoors. They're the you know, the bit that goes under the rose. And I saved them because I thought they were nice. Right, so I said I like that quite straight, didn't I? So let's pop that on there. Hold that down. Yep, that's doing well. Put this bow on. Like that. Whoops. That's my own hands shaking causing that problem. And then we just have to accommodate these red gems. So I'm thinking I'll probably put them in the corners. Right, you're going to stay there. Yep. Until you dry. Won't be too long. I'm just really surprised at the gems. They're such weird colours for the months. Certainly I wouldn't have kind of expected them to be that colour. So let's put two down here to start with. I mean, who would associate bright red with July? I would have said some of the pinks and lilacs. Yellow even. Although I think yellow is more of an Augusty colour. Right, there I go, sniffing again. Sounds like disgusted. Disgusted of Essex. There we go. That can go on there. And that can go on there. Don't need anything else, do I? Do I need another one? I need like 2 and 2. Oh, I could do. Why not? Jazz it up a bit. Bit of bling never did anybody any harm. There. And there. There we go. Right, so what I need to do is pop these in, hold that down until it dries out, and that's July done. So that's June and July done, thank goodness. Getting through these a bit faster now. Okay, thank you for watching.